family, what's good? My name is Sonny and welcome back to Foundations, a video series designed to ground you in the essentials of the faith and what it means to follow Jesus. Whether you are a new disciple or here to reassure your Christian foundations or simply looking to grow deeper, we're really glad you're here. So, let me ask you, when you think of the word worship, what comes to mind? For some, it's the music on a Sunday morning or a certain genre of music. Or for others, maybe it's a certain mood or even an atmosphere. But the Bible shows us something much bigger. What's that, you ask? Well, worship isn't just a song that we sing. It's the life we live. This foundation is called worship. So what is it? Worship is our whole life response to who God is. Romans 12:1 puts it like this: offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. That means worship is not confined to a building, a service, or even a sound. It's every moment that we live, surrendered to a holy God. Think about that. Every moment that we live, surrendered to God. With that in mind, can you honestly say with conviction that you are a worshiper? See, worship is definitely more than music and singing, but get this, it's not less than it. Both the Old Testament and the New Testament clearly highlights the corporate gathering of God's people for worship, and it includes singing, praying, hearing the word, and responding to Him together. The songs that we sing aren't previews or trailers before the main event just to give people enough time to get out the parking lot into the building. They're not fillers, they're formational. They shape us and they call us to truth and posture our hearts before God. We can say it like this: worship is upward, glorifying God with all that we are. Worship is inward, shaping our hearts and our desires. And worship is outward, bearing witness to a watching world of who He is. So why does this even matter? Worship matters because it's what we were created for. Everything else flows from it. We may not know who to worship, but we know how to worship. It's what we do. But if we're not worshiping God, then who or what are we even worshiping? And often it's things like success, pleasure, money, and even ourselves. But none of those things are worthy of our worship. Only God is truly worthy. When we worship, we recenter our lives around God's presence. We declare His greatness over our circumstances, and we align our hearts with heaven's reality. This is what we were created for. And for us, worship is about as optional as breathing. It's oxygen for our Christian walk. So, how do I live it? Well, when I started realizing that worship can't just be about Sunday, I learned that it's Monday while I'm at work. It's Tuesday at the gym. It's Wednesday when I'm in traffic, especially when I'm in traffic. It's remembering God's faithfulness and the goodness of God when things get too heavy, and learning how to respond to Him in gratitude. See, when I worship, I sing in church, but I also worship when I choose integrity, when I show love to my neighbor, or when I bring my thought life under subjection to the Lordship of Jesus. Yeah, that's worship. Now, I make a point to do some things. I prioritize creating intentional time that fosters intimacy with Him. And I often remind myself of the words of Jesus in John 4 when He says, the Father is seeking true worshipers. Notice He didn't say true worship, He said true worshipers. So I make a point to be a worshiper and fill my idle time with meditating on His word, stirring longing in my heart. Then I start anticipating the corporate worship gathering when I get together with my people, my church family. I do that early in the week, real talk. So when I walk in the room on Sunday, please believe I'm already locked and loaded, ready to go in. See, these small everyday choices are all a part of my act of worship, and they help to guard my heart against distraction so that my eyes can stay fixed on Jesus. The public gathering with God's people fuels me, but it's my private worship that sustains me on the daily. So this is a call to action that I want to suggest to you. Here's some suggested next steps. Identify a day, a time, and a place to sit in God's presence beyond Sunday. Open your Bible to Psalm 119. Grab a journal, grab a pen, and make a point to sit somewhere distraction-free from the cares of this world. And as you read, listen to what he says to you, and then write it down. And remember, worship isn't a song that we sing. It's the proper response to who God is and the way that we live our lives on the daily. It's not just what we do, it's who we are. Family, thanks again for watching. Until next time.